You are now listening to No Dumb Idea. No Dumb Idea. No Dumb Idea.
You are now listening to No Dumb Idea.
Oh, shit. God damn it. Fuck.
Every time. We can never get past that level. What is it, guys? What are we doing? It's me, Gibbledang here.
This is GymleaderNate, but I just have an idea. I think it's when we jump and dash. I think we're supposed to jump, wall jump, dash.
And it's me, Dala. I think I like that idea. Maybe we should try doing that on the end, like before the enemy hits us.
Well, speaking of ideas, welcome to No Dumb Idea. You know, it's a pop culture podcast that uses game shows, trivias, and just trivial conversation to express their dumb ideas through, express their dumb ideas.
Wow, I guess I'll just turn this off then. Jeez,
Thanks for
inviting
bringing
you guys
over-
over to play
Yeah.
video games. I guess Gibbledang just wants to make a podcast. God.
Thanks for having us over, though, nonetheless. I mean, it was fun playing chess with
fun.
you.
Yeah, that game we were playing was chess.
Chess?
The three-player video game chess.
Yep.
Yeah, chess. Yeah.
The famous video game adaptation of the board game, obviously.
Yeah, and I was the pawns.
I was also
overpowered.
the
Pawns broken. We were all pawns.
Yeah, we were all pawns.
They did not balance them correctly.
And you know what? I think that speaks a lot to our society. But you know, as the three of us speak to society, and speaking of video game adaptations,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna work backwards a little bit, and we're gonna talk about video games that have been adapted into live action media, whether or not it's TV or film, or even animated. You know, which I guess that falls under
Nice.
both. I didn't really need to clarify that, but you know, I did,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And I'm learning to accept
Anything that was
it's
anything that was adapted from interactive media to strictly
Passive
view
media. Yeah, more
Yeah.
passive.
exactly. Not books though. No one reads them shits.
Hey. Yeah, me neither. I listen to them on Audible.
I know. I was about to say that. I was about like, you don't fucking read them. Yeah, I know you.
I
don't
get
read
comic
them
books
either.
and I can look at the pictures and that's it. I don't read them.
That
I've
I
been
know
thinking
that.
about
I know you
reading
do
books
that,
lately.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Dala
I think
reads
listening
too
to 'em
much,
is
I
as
would
close as I'll
say.
get.
No, I just look
Dala
at the
needs
pretty
to-
pictures.
I need to burn some of Dala's books. You know, I think that's a good practice.
Actually, yeah, we need to remove some knowledge from
Yeah.
Dala's
No.
knowledge pool. God, getting a little too worldly.
Take
over
them
there.
down a notch. You know.
Burn me like a witch at the Salem's trial, which actually apparently didn't happen.
Self-alerted.
I read that in a book once. But anyways, this
Wow,
isn't about books. This
Revision
isn't about
history
books.
about the Salem witch trials. That's fucked up, dude. When does it stop?
Yeah, I know, right?
Literally,
How far will they
why
go?
do people keep?
Hey,
Why do
books
people
are-
keep demonizing the people of Salem? It's ridiculous. Do
Mm-hmm.
we want them to be overrun with witches doing magic? That's what people want. It's ridiculous.
I think they were playing Magic, actually. That's what I heard.
Oh,
I think
no
in the,
shit.
they were playing MTG originally.
Honestly, true.
yeah.
I would if somebody set me on fire and it was like, this is because you play Magic, I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that
Well,
makes sense.
The problem was the mayor lost. The mayor would lose to them. And be like, "You're a witch. Clearly, you know what my hand is."
Yeah, true. They were like,
Ooh,
you're
okay.
a witch. And it turns out she just has the Millennium Puzzle.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yes. Perfect MTG card.
That's universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Millennium Puzzle works for any game you're playing. Like, they could even, like, they could be playing chess, and, like, he puts his hand on a pawn, and it just changes to a bishop, because he needs it to be a bishop.
That's good.
Nice.
That's good. That ties back into the opening where we were playing chess. So it's
Yeah.
it comes full circle.
Which ties
speaking
to
of
our
things-
topic today.
Which ties to our topic of things coming full circle. Video game adaptations. So, you know, there's been a bunch. famous, infamous. I don't know. There's been a lot.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through all of them. I just want to touch upon like the most important, I guess. Sure, you've got your Super Mario Bros. Live action 1998 or whatever. That speaks for itself.
It's one of the, I think the first, if not one of the first.
One of the first, for sure, because I think there was like a Double Dragon or something like that.
That one came out
maybe,
after.
Whatever, man.
I have a.
But anyway.
No, I'm just. Yeah.
I know.
Well, you and your Double Dragon. See, we
Yeah,
got
dude,
some
who
books to burn.
cares?
Yeah.
We got some books
Go burn your books.
All right. I'll go beat up Benny and Jimmy.
But I want to talk about the ones that like, I guess, mean the most to us. What video game adaptations mean the most to us? The video games themselves. For example, I love Resident Evil. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. The movies are fucking terrible, apart from one of them.
You'll guess, listener.
Yeah, you'll guess. But, all the Mia Jovovich stuff, as good as an actress she is, like, those movies are just eye candy that her husband director has made.
Yeah.
And they're
more about the latex.
More definitely about the latex. Only one of them, like, the first movie kind of captures elements of, like, the first game. The second one tries to be, like, 3 different games. But other than that, they're not
they go wild.
fun to get through. They get wild, and not in a good way, not in an enjoyable way.
I will say my
off
first
the rails.
my first Resident Evil movie was 3. Funny enough, so that's a wild one to jump in on. I feel.
Oh my god, that's the desert one, right?
Yup, where everything's a desert, and then the next one apparently it's not anymore.
That's why even me as a kid watching that, I was like, this feels like, wait, why? How's everything a desert now?
Yeah. How are they alive then? There's no plants, no oxygen. Like what? And then there's
exactly.
Yeah.
How does it?
Such
Yeah. But
such a dumb
they
one.
they made a reboot in 2020 that kind of combined the first and second movie. That one I loved it. I thought that there was a B movie charm to it. A lot of people were mad that Leon Kennedy was played by a brown actor, which is stupid. But it was fun. It was fun. It wasn't like great, but it was a good adaptation for sure, especially after the previous fucking 7 or 8 or 10, however many they made.
Then also that show I heard was pretty awful too. The one after.
Oh god, yeah.
I guess real quick too. What do you think of the animated movies that Japan made?
They're insane, dude.
Like
they're insane. I've
do you
seen
like
a couple
them,
of them. Well, they're very like, I don't know. I kind of hold them in their own regard because it's like comparing a anime to like a live action serious kind of movie. Because they pull off some stupid shit and they do like weird physics shit. Like, didn't we watch Degeneration or some shit together where it's basically they're both John Wick, like Leon Kennedy and Chris Redfield are John Wick, and they're doing gung fu and like against zombies or some shit.
Yeah. That's such a good one. It's funny because like it's dumb action just like the live action movies, but it's just much better because it's animated and like it's Capcom actually made it, so it's like a little more forgivable.
Yeah. But
not like good, but
they're okay.
I'm out of my depth here because I've seen none of this.
No, you're good.
Dude, they're weird.
Sorry.
They're weird. Just look up like Leon Kennedy, John Wick, Resident Evil, and I'm sure it'll pop up.
I'm sure you could just type in Resident Evil Degeneration. Yeah. I think there's a scene where he shoots a gun in the air with his gun so the other guy could catch it or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's
so
like fucking hot.
Shit
what
like
about
that
you guys?
where it's like so dumb.
For video game movies in general, so it's hard to say honestly. Like, I mean, I think I've talked about this before. I'm still like technically, Pokemon. All the Pokemon movies and TV show is an adaptation of the game. It was first and foremost. It was a Game Boy game. Before everything, and it was a TV show before it was even a manga that went to full publish. I like deep dived this the other day, and I was really looking into this, and it's nice. Apparently they tested a bunch of versions of the manga while they were making the TV show, but they weren't able to actually get one launched until after the TV show had already started. Interesting fact, which is why Pokemon Adventures didn't follow Ash.
Wasn't
it was its own thing.
Wasn't originally the manga gonna have Clefairy instead of Pikachu or something?
It was,
and then
the main.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a talking Clefairy too. It was a Clefairy that could straight up speak like humans.
I think he might have been like
was described to have he was described to have
DeVito.
a gravelly voice. He was like brash, and he would piss on
Smoke
things
cigars?
all the time.
Oh, okay.
He would like smoke.
Yeah,
He would smoke and he would piss on people, and that was
I heard about that. Yeah,
his Clefairy would do.
Damn, what we
pretty
could have
cool.
gotten. That would have been.
Imagine that
cool.
as the cartoon.
Funny
Just,
enough, when I first played Detective... Oh, no, not Detective Pikachu. Let's Go Pikachu. I was like, we're ditching Pikachu. We're picking up Clefairy.
Nice.
That's always been my favorite way.
So that we could piss on everything.
Yeah, and then I piss on it. I piss on my Switch.
You piss on... Yeah, not the
Exactly.
Clefairy, but
Yeah, that's
you.
what I said. Yeah, I piss on my Switch.
But yeah, the Pokemon like
I piss
movies
on
and
the
TV
Switch.
show, they're pretty good. They're like, they're not amazing. Some of my favorite things they've ever done is when they did the Pokemon, what was it called, Origins, where they actually did do the stories about the video games. That was actually very nice to see.
I wish they did a gold heart or gold and silver.
Yeah, that would have been cool. The new one, if you guys haven't seen it, very good game, or not game.
I was about
show.
to say, like, what?
The one that has Gen 9 in it now too. What was it called? Pokemon Adventures?
Odyssey? No, not Odyssey. I think Adventures, yeah.
No, that's the name of the manga. What is that new one called? I can't remember.
Journeys.
Yeah, so the new one, very nice. Has its own actual plot that isn't just like, I'm going to be the best. Like, it's actually like this weird like mystery having to do with the main character's like grandmother and stuff like that. Like, it's actually good, and
Different.
they teach you how to play Pokemon.
Oh, really?
In like really like cool ways that actually will more integrate with the video game, where they're like, or like in general they like establish more lore stuff with like connecting people to Pokemon and how they can work together. And I like it a lot. Like, one of the things they added was, like, basically the reason that trainers are good, like, a good trainer is somebody who, rather than, like, you're not just, like, good at telling your Pokemon what to do. It's about, like, learning with what their natural inclinations are, and then, like, building off of what they, like, naturally do. So, like, she gets her
EVs
starter,
and IVs
and
almost.
kind of, like, she gets a starter who's Sprigatito, and Sprigatito keeps like wandering off to go nap in the sun in different places, so she memorizes all of its nap spots so that she can find it and stuff, and so she starts having to like learn how its brain works. And then afterwards she can tell, it's like you have to be able to tell what move your Pokemon wants to use, and then you have to agree with them and make a choice. And like, because if you just straight up like pick something they don't want, they won't listen to you. Like, that's basically what the anime was doing, and I'm like, that's new, it's interesting, I like it.
Yeah.
That's
check it
a
out.
good way. Honestly, I didn't even think about the movie or the show, because I was like, those would probably be like good. So I'll preface this with like, honestly, I'm pretty indifferent with video game movie showed adaptations. I feel like most of
What
them.
about Doom?
Well, Doom is one I watched as a kid. Like, they're bad. Most of them are bad. And it's rare
at
when
least
they're
we
good.
have a really good example of a good one right now that just came out.
Doom
with its
Annihilation.
third trailer.
Sonic
Ooh,
versus
yeah.
Blahnik.
Yeah.
Sonic versus
Keanu
Bad
Reeves.
Sonic.
Sonic
Yeah.
versus
It's me,
Blahnik.
Blahnik, the evil
It's
version
me,
of you.
Blahnik. Fuck you, I got a gun.
Have you seen Blahnik?
But not because
The
I'm
Hedgehog?
blind.
I hope they give. No, I have not. I did not heard
Okay.
what you're talking about. So to me, this
Yeah.
just sounds incredibly offensive. I hope it's a reference.
I don't know if Gibbledang knows there is a reference for Blahnik the Hedgehog, but I don't know if that's what you were actually getting at.
Well,
There
Black
is Blahnik,
Sonic.
it's
There's nothing
not-
wrong with
it's-
Black Sonic.
It's not that. It's a YouTube like Newgrounds animation by this guy. But my favorite, I will just say, is Silent Hill. Probably like that's one I grew up watching. One I felt was pretty relatively faithful. I think my thing with video game adaptations, it's like, would I rather play the game or would I watch this movie? I'd rather play the game. Like, that's my issue personally. But
of course,
like I said, Silent Hill is one I grew up as a kid watching. Pokemon though too. Those would probably be top two, unless I think of any better ones. But yeah.
Are you excited for the basically Sonic? Silent Hill 2? Yeah, Silent Hill 2 adaptation?
Not so much. I mean, even the Silent Hill 2 remake is gonna be flawed. Is my guess. I don't think it's gonna be, because Silent Hill is like one of the, to me, as a series, is one of those. It's like the Godfather of like games, and where like if you remake it and you change anything, you really miss the mark. You know?
Yeah.
Like if you change like that's Silent Hill to me personally.
But it's almost like, why remake it too?
Yeah, just clean it up, make it look nicer, HD, and then like you know,
like Dead Rising. Dead Rising just got a HD remake.
Port.
Well, not even remake, but port.
Like a
I don't
remaster.
know. What do you call it? Yeah, remaster. Yeah. And apparently it's like, people are like, oh yeah, you know, the same stuff, like a guy was doing a speed run and picked up a weapon in a secret spot and it's still there. Like, it's, you know, there's certain ways to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, even whenever I play Fallout or try to mod Fallout, like, whether or not it's New Vegas or Fallout 3, which are games from almost like 10, 16 years ago, the only thing I really do is just mod them so that they're up to, like, play like modern games. Yeah, even then. Yeah. You know? So yeah, very interesting when it comes to remakes, remasters like that. Now, yeah, so there's the Sonic 3 trailer. It looks great. Keanu Reeves as Shadow is great casting.
I think it's perfect casting. Yeah,
it is perfect casting. Although I do remember a rumor saying that Hayden Christensen might have been.
That would have been so good.
That would have been good. That would have been.
But
fun.
It's John Wick.
I would have really liked that.
John Wick.
Yeah,
in
but
the
still,
Sonic
exactly.
universe.
Yeah, and I'm sure. Oh my god,
he's good with guns.
Exactly. Do you think he's gonna do Gun Fu?
They're gonna give him guns. They already gave him.
Better.
They already confirmed he has the motorcycle.
I want him to have real guns, but I also want him to have that like toilet seat gun from Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, just for like reference to those fans. Gun? There's like a toilet seat looking ass gun. Yeah, it looks like a toilet seat.
I immediately.
I want that.
Dude, that's crazy. I know.
And I want the president to be in the movie too. And you have to. And Shadow's trying to assassinate the president.
Maria's gonna be in the movie, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It does also look like from the trailer that he is like going on a rampage and just fighting everyone he can, which is also very fun.
And he's so fast, he's basically teleporting.
Yeah, was that he was so fast he was doing it, or was he actually? I think he can actually just teleport in this movie.
Well, that would be cool if it's like he's not a speedster. He could just teleport.
He just has
cool.
these, yeah.
Also, isn't he fast because he has like the shoes that are rocket shoes? Like he's not actually
like
true.
So it's like, why not just give him like the shoes, make him teleport or something?
Shoes that he can skate with.
I did have that. I played the fuck out of that game growing up. Oh my god, that game was so cool.
The Shadow the Hedgehog game?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh my god.
It was so good.
Yeah. Speaking
of
the
fact that they went so edgy with it.
Let's talk about good adaptations. You know, I guess we have I'm sure varying opinions. Obviously, Dala, you don't think that there are too many, but I do want to say
there's some that are enjoyable. I will say,
of course, yeah. I definitely think Fallout. You know, I'm like I said, I'm just getting into Fallout, but I think the show is a great example of a way to like use the lore, and I mean, shit, it's basically the next installment that we have before the video game because it is canon. And
it was a little divisive in the Fallout like community. A lot of people felt different ways about the show. I liked it a lot, but I know there were a lot of people who weren't big fans of it.
Yeah.
Just because it did tilt itself just a little bit more towards like the Fallout 4 crowd.
It picks endings.
Gotcha. I was gonna say one thing when I was.
It solidifies things that were basically always supposed to remain
Oh.
ambiguous. Like
Yeah.
that's something that people don't like about it. Is that like
That's fair.
there was always these things that like you're supposed to kind of never know the real reason behind them, and they're like,
Yeah.
no, this show's gonna actually get to the bottom of it, and everybody's like, eh.
That's also annoying to be like this reveal is in a different medium than the original. Like, shouldn't the game developers that made? Well, I guess it's not the same people that made
It's like-
Fallout, but you know,
Like they've made four or five games now, and they
Yeah,
purposefully have
it's like-
not revealed this. It's like
let them be the
But
ones.
it's still, it's such a good show that it's still so
Hmm.
like synergistic that it increased the sales of Fallout 4 because people are like,
Yeah.
okay, or actually, I think there was a sale going on because
Fallout
I
London
went-
too.
yeah, so there was all the original Fallout games that went on sale. Everyone started buying them. You know, it simmered down a little bit, and then Fallout London came out, the big mod that had been being worked on, I think, since the game originally came out.
also divisive.
Also divisive. I'm playing it too. It's pretty fun. You know, I appreciate me some new Fallout, but basically it's
I watched.
even yeah. It's interesting that like once that mod came out, like I bought Fallout 4 again on a different like platform because I needed the DLC and I had no problem paying for it, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like the synergy amongst the fan base and the community and the actual developers. It's like it's very interesting for this franchise in particular because you know, Bethesda isn't one to shut down the modding community because they know that like it's drawing them in more people. More,
They're fixing
like,
the games for
customers.
them too.
Exactly.
Yeah, the modding
making the
community
games.
props up Bethesda up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love
do have a-
I love the show.
I had a quick question, I guess, regarding the like things that were revealed. I guess this is for Nate, or I don't know if either of y'all. As a show, let's say you're like it's your parents watching this show. You know, they have no idea about the Fallout games. The stuff that they reveal, do you think that's stuff that a general audience would be like, if they didn't reveal it, they would be like, wait, what the fuck? Or like for good or for bad, you know? If that makes sense.
Basically the problem, well, it's like kind of the problem is that like that's like it's not like just like something they kind of like sprinkled in as a reveal. It's like the central plot of the show revolves around it.
Okay.
So
So
it's
you
like-
have to have that reveal for the show.
Yeah, and it like builds it puts a lot of things into the Fallout universe that start to like make less and less sense. Like, okay, so it's like no one could really know what started the entire war, but in the show, actually, the main character who's a ghoul, he's been alive this whole time, and technically he's known the entire time. So there's just been some dude out there who just knew everything. And
Well,
so,
to be fair, in terms of Fallout, there's handful of dudes that know everything. There's so many people that have had their
but not
fingers
But
in
they
the
don't
little
reveal it though,
pot.
too, don't they? They don't like they keep it secret though. It's I guess.
Well, they know big things, but like no one knows like why the Fallout world came to be. Like like everybody has everybody has a reason, and they're kind of all right. And that was the point. Was that like before all of the reasons were right, and it was a lot of things that contributed to the creation of the Fallout world.
Yeah. I mean,
Whereas
it's
now
gonna be
like,
more
the
realistic.
show is trying to say like, no, actually, it's really just this, only this.
It's a lot. But you know, of all characters in the show, the ghoul is probably the best one. Everyone loves Walton Goggins.
He is
Mm-hmm.
great actor.
Whenever I pick up welding goggles, I always think of him in Fallout.
Oh, God, how often are you doing this in real life?
No, you
Just
could,
in real life.
in Fallout, you could pick up welding goggles, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
my guy.
Walton Goggins.
That's how he got named.
even did-
His parents were playing Fallout and were like, "Whoa, that's a good name."
It's true.
Yep, that's where it
It's
came
true.
from.
Yeah.
But you know, that's a good adaptation that I believe Resident Evil is. What other? You know, and let's see. I got
Sonic.
Sonic.
That's
Oh
That's
my
why I brought
God,
it up.
Sonic.
It's because it's
That's
good.
right.
It's really good. Like
Because as we know, Sonic and Blonick. But first, we got to start with Sonic and Blonick 1.
Yeah, it was
Chronic the
I think a
Blunt-Head
fantastic
Bloodhound.
adaptation. I think the choice they made to have like Sonic just kind of be live action and next to people made sense because of things like Sonic '06 and stuff in other games where he's just kind of next to humans.
Yeah,
You
fuck
kind
it.
of have to do it at some point.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean, yeah,
and
there's a
with like the
precedent
whole
for
Maria thing, it set that up a lot easier.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I like that. Jim Carrey, not one to really do sequels, always kind of feels like he gets bit in the ass by sequels. He always says that, and like whenever he's interviewed about him. But he's come back for a third. He's
Yeah.
an excellent Dr. Eggman.
As
And
He
people.
is. He kills that part.
He's coming
everyone
back twice.
complained. I like
Oh,
that they
yeah.
just. I like that they in the first movie it's just him. He's a. Did he have hair? He did have hair. He had the fuckboy
Yeah.
haircut.
Yeah,
Yeah. He was like a
It's-
tech dude.
He's
By the
skinny
end-
and he's got the fuckboy haircut, and then at the end he's bald, and in the second one he's bald and he starts to get fat, and then the third one he's the bald fat guy, and he's playing his grandpa too.
Yeah.
It's so great. I
such
love
a
the
joy.
deterioration creation of Eggman. Like,
He's
Oh, yeah.
just a wily idiot. Like he's just an idiot genius, just diva. It's
Yeah.
it's so good. It's very interesting that it almost feels like a purpose bait and switch. But when they first showed the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer with ugly Sonic, it almost feels intentional. I I don't know. It's
get
a
the fan
little
outrage or
conspiracy
something.
I have. Yeah, to
I
get as
think-
much attention.
I think genuinely that was I don't
big
think it
whiff?
was
Surprise.
See, I don't think it was a pivot. I don't think it was a last minute pivot. I think the leaked footage truly was earlier
Yeah.
in development when they just hadn't made
It
their final
wasn't-
changes.
It wasn't leaked footage. It was a trailer.
Yeah.
It was
I was
an
gonna say,
actual
Yeah, it was a leaked trailer. Yeah.
well,
'Cause
no,
it wasn't out.
No,
Was
it was
it-
an
was it a
actual
full trailer?
Yeah,
It
it
was
was a
out.
published trailer. Yeah.
Oh.
See, I think
And
it's
that's
real
why-
because
Ew.
I was gonna say I think it's real
I
because
didn't
Sonic
realize that was
is
actually I didn't realize it was an official release.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That makes it
I
so
was
much
gonna
worse.
I think it's real because I think Sonic is the one fandom that would have enough people that would get behind and backlash that it could actually cause the produce
Harm.
the company parent company to like be like, oh, never mind.
True.
Slip this one. That was a leak, Nate. Hey, Nate, that was a leak trailer. We
Yeah,
swear.
honestly, they got me.
Yeah, they tricked you. Only.
And it's very fun. I feel like it's very good for all audiences. At least the first one. The second one, there's just a very annoying 30-minute wedding sequence in the middle of the movie that
Ooh.
slows the pacing down to a grinding halt. It's just
Wait, it's in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in the middle. It's like right in the middle of an action sequence. It's
weird.
It's like near the climax of the movie. True.
Did I
That's
watch
such a
it
weird
with you, Nate? Who did I watch it
Spot
with?
or, like, weird
I don't know.
footage.
I remember
but-
watching it in theaters and being fucking, what time? What? How long is this scene?
this
been
movie
going
done?
for?
Yeah.
what
So
the
like
fuck?
the big plot, because like
It's like
the
a real
big
wedding.
B plot, the big B plot of the movie is the fact that Sonic is home alone for the first time
Hmm.
because they have to go to this wedding in Hawaii, right? And so like basically naturally they decide that they're gonna have an entire B plot about like their
Mm-hmm.
relationship with the bride and the fact that it was the woman that they tied up in the first movie and so she
That's
still hates them
right.
and stuff.
The fuck?
Yeah, Sonic and Ronic was a weird movie. Sonic versus Ronic, and also Tails is there,
Versus Ronic
Nice.
and also Tonic is
Tonic.
there.
and also
Tonic
Tonic is there too. Yeah, that was a fun one, but it was weird. I didn't watch the Knuckles show. I completely forgot about that.
Mhm.
Forgot they did that.
It was also good. I
Yeah.
watched it.
Kid Cudi's in
Yeah.
it.
Ooh.
That kind of, speaking of Sonic, gotta jump to Mario. There's nothing to say about
Olympics.
the John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins one that hasn't been said. Although I might give it a rewatch because
Except for we need more. Except for we need a sequel.
it might be good. Who
I think
knows? It
that
might be
hasn't
good.
been said
Well, I don't know about a sequel there, my friend. One of the Mario brothers might be dead. Maybe the most important one.
Yeah, we'll replace him or CGI.
Recast sequel.
AI
CGI.
with deep
Well,
cut or
Mark Hamill is
deep
face
fake,
off.
deep fake, deep fake. Yeah. No, what I want is I want like a Street Fighter the movie, the game style, but for Mario the movie, the game. So I want like live action, like Bob Hoskins running over and jumping on those the Goombas from the movie.
That'd be
Mario-
so sick.
Mario and Lario.
Mario,
Mario and Lucario.
Mario and
yes.
John Luigi Lasagna.
versus Bowio.
Yeah, versus Dennis Hopper.
Mario. Who's that?
Yeah, the Bowser.
No,
That's his
no
real.
one really
That's actually
knows.
his real government.
Who the
That's his
fuck
government
is
name.
Dennis Hopper? Why do you keep bringing him up every goddamn episode, Dala?
I thought I told you to stop making people up.
No, it's Bowser's legal name. It's his government official name.
Oh, that makes
Ew.
sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Bowser's a white guy. Okay, so speaking of Bowser, you know, okay, so
Mhm.
I'm willing to give the old movie a
Oh, the old
rewatch.
one
It could be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's especially now knowing that it's just a cyberpunk movie.
It's Blade Runner, but
Pretty
Mario.
much.
It's
Yeah.
Blade Runner, you know.
Basically. I
but
remember
even
liking it as a
then-
kid, but like I knew it wasn't
yeah,
like
for the
like,
wrong
it was-
reasons.
yeah, it's like this is cool, but like this isn't
Same.
Mario, but this is like cool.
But then I'd
still.
see like, okay, that's cheap. Okay, that's
That's-
cool. Or
no,
like,
that's
oh,
Yoshi,
that's
it's
the bomb.
a dinosaur?
Yeah,
That's
that's
sick.
ugly.
I'm
as
Yoshi
fuck.
being a full ass dinosaur
Just-
was just
Oh,
never
yeah.
fails to floor me.
Oh, that
Just when
guy's
they turn to
Toad?
look at him and it's just like
He's a dinosaur. Yeah. Hey, Jurassic
What
Park
a
came out and it was
fucking
one
movie.
of my favorites at that time. So,
But
I'm down with dinosaurs.
so I watched the Super Mario Bros. Movie. The
Super
I guess
Show?
the Chris Pratt and
new one.
Charlie Day. Yeah.
I like the new one.
You
haven't
know,
seen it.
I watched it at work. You know, I had it on my phone, and I kind of think I 100% got what was going on, even in between helping customers. You know,
Yeah.
it's
It
an
is not
Illumination.
complicated.
It's an
It is.
Illumination movie.
Yeah.
which
I was
you
gonna
know,
say it's
like
Illumination.
like I said before, they got the Super Mario Bros. Movie because Nintendo saw how good they can make overalls on the Minions, and they're like,
Is that really? That's it?
yeah, and
Just
they were
overalls,
like,
alright.
yeah, and they're like,
It's gotta
Hire
be.
this man.
What else could it? What else could it possibly be?
I mean, I guess
and
it
the,
makes
the mustache from Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs, but
Yeah.
and then yeah, so the I don't know that it's an okay movie. I mean, it's still a kids movie, so I can't, you know, what the fuck can I say about it? But it could be very generic at times. I hate that Seth
Yes.
Rogen is Donkey Kong. I hate that Chris Pratt is Mario.
I hate Chris
Pratt.
Mario. I did not like that. I am A-okay with Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I thought it
Woof.
fit.
Woof.
It fit. It doesn't matter if it's if it's cringy. It still fit. Like that still is like absolutely would be what Donkey Kong sounds like for
Although-
sure.
Although Charlie Day is in like inspired
Luigi, right?
casting, yeah, as Luigi. Mwah, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Italian chef's kiss.
Yep.
Mwah, mamma mia.
That one was really good. I did kind of like the bit where they were like, "Oh, the Italian accents is what they do for their commercials."
Yeah,
for
that
their
was great.
plumbing company
That's awesome.
that
And
they
that's all
got
90s
from-
and retro.
Yeah, and it's like they got it from that guy at the bar, and the guy at the bar is the original voice of Mario. Like,
Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
so it's got enough fan appeal. A lot of Easter eggs. Just sometimes it's just like, oh yeah, I'm watching a Illumination kids movie. But
Can
still,
I?
that doesn't change its merit, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Can I play actually my favorite clip from a Mario adaptation real quick? It's 6 seconds long.
Yeah,
Let
go
me know
ahead.
if you can hear it.
And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.
Dude, that's sick.
It's so fucking like cool.
That's sick.
honestly, can
Stupid.
vouch.
Yeah.
Side note, that
In
reminds me
hell.
of a TikTok that I saw the other day where it was like it was this old grandma being like, sometimes I just want to die but I don't know how, and the like granddaughter taking the TikTok is like, grandma, don't say these things, and she's like, no, it's true.
God damn. Yeesh.
Oh my god, that's gonna be me.
You know, there was something that I kind of, even a segue. The Mario
segue.
movie was like the best. The Super Mario Bros. Animated movie was like the best rated video game movie technically, and and it was probably the highest grossing one.
Yeah.
And if we're talking about casting, we got Jack Black as Bowser, which was very interesting and very, very good, honestly.
Worked.
It worked really well. And for a bit, I thought that he was going to be the saving grace to video game movies. Because, he was cast as Claptrap in Borderlands, and he's also cast as Minecraft Steve in the upcoming Minecraft movie.
Which is crazy that I didn't know he wasn't going to be animated. I think he's literally just Black. It's just Jack Black.
It's Jack Black.
He's not animated.
And he's holding an axe. The axe. It's like he's probably going to be a real person living in the Minecraft world.
Like in the Minecraft
sucked
world,
in or
like,
something.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is
It's
everyone else gonna
something.
be like fucking cubed people?
Well, Dala, did you watch Detective Pikachu?
No. I don't watch most of these, unfortunately. So
No, that's
Yeah.
fair. They
Yeah.
basically they're like everything's live action realistic. So
Weird
like they showed
realism.
a
Yeah.
creeper
So the
and it's like
Minecraft-
mossy and
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the textures are real, but it's still cubey.
But it's still
Cubist,
cube shaped, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
so
It's like the guy that's like,
Borderlands-
I did this in Epic. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
my bad,
and Jack Black as Steve is just Jack Black in a blue t-shirt holding the diamond pickaxe.
Interesting.
yeah.
And
So it's
like-
Jumanji. Jumanji too.
Basically,
3, 4.
It's
Yeah,
more
it's
like,
gonna be
yeah,
Jumanji.
it is. It's Minecraft Manji.
Yeah, Minecraft. Yeah.
But who knows
Why
if that
not?
movie's gonna do well? Because Jack Black's in a little bit of
Jumancraft.
hot water.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
the
if he
so-
isn't, I
Tenacious
feel
D.
like he did the safe thing. He'll technically probably be fine.
I mean, it's gonna make
Even though he's
millions
just
of dollars
lamer.
anyways. Yeah, he's just a lame guy. But yeah, I the Minecraft movie, it could be good. Actually, no, that's not true. I am looking forward to it because it's made by Jared and Joshua Hess, who are the directors of Napoleon Dynamite.
I didn't realize
Gen-
that.
oh.
Okay.
Gentleman Broncos, Nacho Libre, and
Wait, this might actually be amazing.
it's got
It might be good.
It's got Jennifer Coolidge in it. I think it's got a couple other regulars. Oh no, Steve! Steve,
makes me want a square hot dog real bad.
I need obsidian.
Whenever he gets hurt.
But yeah, I want to jump back to what you were gonna talk about, Nate. Do you remember before we were you said something about like
Yeah, I was saying if we're gonna talk about like really well done movie adaptations, that I feel like we have to talk about Michael Fassbender's Assassin's Creed.
Yuck.
So-
I forgot about
Do we?
that.
Do we have to?
Do we have to? Do we have to though?
I mean, we have to.
Can I use my veto for the year?
Yeah. Teacher, I didn't do the homework.
For the year? Wait, hold on. I got your word on that. This is your veto for the year? Deal.
Ooh.
No, sir.
Okay,
I actually
okay.
haven't seen this movie, so I can't. It doesn't even matter.
I haven't
No,
either.
I'm just
Nobody
fucking
has.
around.
That's the
You
point.
haven't seen it? Okay, perfect.
Okay.
I love talking
there we
about a
go.
movie we haven't seen. So let's keep
Everybody
going.
saw just how
talk about
terrible it looked right away, and nobody even tried, and then it got panned by all the reviews, and so it was like, yep.
So earlier I said that the Super Mario movie might have been the highest grossing, most successful video game movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if it's that one or Five Nights at Freddy's, but I did watch
Mario's
the five.
still more.
Is it still Mario?
Well, I know
say-
for a fact that the Mario Bros. Movie is up there in terms of like largest releases
Actually, yeah.
for animated
It's-
movies ever.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I was gonna say,
that's
didn't it-
gotta
it's
be
like-
it.
Huge.
It like beat Avengers or something, I think, which was like one
Yeah.
of the top movies as well.
Yeah. So it's gotta be that one.
Mario's bigger than Freddy Fazbear too. Freddy
But
Alvarez.
I watched it the other day, and just
Fell in
a
love with Matt
tonal. Yeah, that was so hilarious. But it's just it's tonally all over the place. Well, no, it carries a consistent tone, but there's so many scenes that are just like jarringly different from the last that it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like there's a point where you see the animatronics kill some people, and it's very tame up until at one point a girl climbs into the animatronic's mouth and it just bites her in half, and you see her legs fall on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck? Everything was so like chill
She
until
like tame
now.
until whoa, who fighted this fucker?
And then there's like the obligatory like the main character is taking care of his sister, and he's just like, oh God, I gotta bring you to work, but you know what? You gotta stay here in my room, and you gotta stay in my sight, and you can't leave anywhere. And then of course she leaves, and the main character is like, he hears her scream, and when he runs up to her, he sees that she's surrounded by the animatronics. And he starts freaking out, but then she's like, "Oh my God, they're tickling me. They're my friends. Like, here, let's all build a fort together." And then all the main characters build there's like a montage scene of them gathering chairs and tables and like making jokes and stuff. And,
Wow.
Fuck. It's like
and building a like set to 80s music.
I need to see this movie.
And then the scene ends with them laying in a circle, like looking up, you know what I mean? Like in a circle, like all of them, like the animatronics and the main characters.
Just like, that was so
what
fun.
a fun day. Like, ooh. But then also the movie ends with like a guy getting snapped and locked into a suit, and then you see him like fucked up in the distance.
God
Like
damn.
it's so fucking like
It's
jarring.
like two different movies. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like two different movies. Someone say
I
it's like
looked it up.
5 different movies. 5 nights at different movies. Ooh.
I
I
looked it up,
My
and
favorite.
Super Mario Bros. Movie, of all animated movies, Disney included everything, is 4th highest grossing.
Under what?
God, goddamn.
Only
Under God.
Hey, Jesus,
Number
the
3,
Holy Spirit,
Number 3
and
is
God.
Frozen 2. Number
Wow,
2
okay.
is The Lion King, the new one.
Oh.
Weird,
Ew.
right?
Gross.
The gross one.
Not good.
Is that gross, like,
Uh,
as in, like, the most grossest movie? Not the most grossing?
Yeah, right? You'd think. And then number 1, actually, apparently Inside Out 2. Just surpassed all of them.
Makes,
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
I'm not, I guess, yeah, it makes sense, because, yeah.
Inside Out 2 was a big deal. But yeah.
No, damn, that's, yeah, to be the 4th biggest movie.
I mean-
It's Mario, though, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
I feel like they delivered something that was like safe but quality
Passable.
and like
Or, like, good,
passable.
decent.
Not like
even
the
though I
Doom
personally
movies.
would have taken on the opportunity of when Luigi was captured in Bowser's castle, if he had broken out of his
Yeah.
cage, and people said online that he should have like gone sneaking around the castle and like done basically a Luigi's
Mansion,
mansion,
that'd be cool.
try to escape.
Because they
And
had
that
Mario
should have been the
Kart.
B plot.
Oh, Bowser, I'm gonna suck you up. I swear, I'm gonna suck you off. I mean, up.
It's me.
With my
Oh
vacuum.
God, I'm gonna
Huh?
suck.
Yeah. Peaches?
Yeah. What about the Doom movies?
I was like, I feel like you've been wanting to talk about that all day.
I have. They're dog shit.
Doom 1, fun one for like it's a dumb B movie. I remember I think you saw, did we see Doom Annihilation together?
Yeah, we
Gibbledang?
watched the second Doom movie together.
That
was
was-
ooh,
That's with
horse
Rain
shit.
Rock Ronson, right?
The first one
the first
is,
one, yeah. And he's like
The
half
first
the
one.
size. He looks like The Rock
Yeah.
before he ate The Rock.
Ooh. Before he cannot
Now
lose.
he's-
Because
now
he
he's
loses.
Rock squared.
Spoilers, he loses in that movie, which is nice.
It's the first and last movie he's ever lost in.
Yeah, the one time.
That
But-
fucking idiot. You hear me, The Rock? I'm still coming for you, son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
it's on my
This
list.
Saturday night at SmackDown Raw, I'm coming for you, Rock. I swear to God, what?
And the world's got to know my name and see how I come for you. Wait, I mean,
I'm gonna come on you. I mean, for you.
Everyone's gonna see me come on you, I swear. No, I mean, you come in me. Wait, no, wait.
No.
Here, let me try again. I'm gay.
There we go. Got it out in one.
There we go, done in one.
Done and done. But no, I just wanted to point out in Doom Annihilation, it's fucking terrible. We were laughing our asses off. It's one where they have one monster suit, but they had to try
Yeah.
to make it seem like there's like 100 monsters, but
Yeah.
poorly. It's
So at the
bad.
end-
It's terrible.
At the end, that the main character goes to the main demon
to hell.
dimension, and that's when you see 100 of the same person in the same suit.
It's just,
But
yeah.
in
is it like those like fan made projects where it's very clearly just like the same?
Pretty
dude,
much.
copy and
basically,
paste it,
yeah.
It's not much better than that if it is even
I
better.
love that.
It's a good bad watch.
Oh yeah, but just once.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it again after that. I'll never watch. It was a good bad watch once, but before the ending sequence, there's a lot of scenes where it's supposed to be like the main characters are fighting 2 or 3 of them in a hallway, but you only see one at a time, even though
Like on
all 3 are in the same hallway.
Yeah,
It's so
shit like that. It's so
cheap.
I mean, Doom was like one of those ones that I like grew up watching, and like I liked it as a kid. But like it's again, I was like, I knew it wasn't a good movie, but I'm like, yeah, this is like a good enough, like fun throw on like B movie.
Speaking
I
of
do like the
B
first
movies,
person. Yeah. Ooh, the B movie. We're gonna watch the B movie.
We're gonna watch the B movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, we're gonna play the video game that it's based off
It's
of.
based
Ooh,
off.
yeah.
You like
insert
jazz?
The entire B movie right here.
Play
Press
jazz.
B to like jazz.
Yeah, play.
Actually, the whole
it's
movie,
guit-
you just have to hit B over and over again because it's the B game.
B movie. Yeah, it's Guitar Hero, but there's
press-
only one button, the B button.
Press B to watch Jerry Seinfeld date a 17-year-old.
Yep.
Speaking of terrible
movies.
movies, and something that we actually need to elaborate on for Gym Leader Nate, we got Uwe Boll, who's in his own little
Yeah.
section.
I
Okay.
did look that up while you were in
Yeah,
the bathroom.
we had a really
We
funny
told
joke.
you not
actually.
to.
I told
know,
him.
and I did not listen.
Yeah,
and
I
I
couldn't
haven't
stop him.
seen any of those movies.
Well, okay.
Stop
Can I
him.
make? Gym Leader Nate made a funny joke though. Like, can I say it, or do you want to say it?
Well, why would you say it?
Oh, did you want, that's what
I
I'm
don't
asking.
Can you read?
I already don't.
Can you
I already
guys-
don't
Okay.
remember. Go for it.
Yes, we'll
Oh,
recreate it. Okay. No, Gym Leader Nate
recreate the
was
scene.
looking up like the his filmography, and he's like, "Oh, I know why you guys brought him up because he made the movie Auschwitz." And we're just joking about like a game.
You know that one really great game adaptation movie.
Simulator.
Which I didn't know.
No.
I'm surprised he made something that was not a video game movie. That's also probably
Well,
But
terrible.
apparently it
I
was
guess-
called Auschwitz.
So
Yeah.
a broken clock is right twice a day.
I don't know if that was a good movie though.
A Broken Germans makes a movie about Auschwitz twice a
But
year.
I guess he's made some good movies. But he's made Blood Rain, which was just a dog. He managed to get fucking Sir Ben Kingsley for that one.
Far Cry.
Sir.
Far
Alone in
Cry.
the
He
Dark.
made Far Cry. Alone in
Oh,
the
he got
Dark.
Meatloaf too. I think in
Postal.
Blood Rain. Yeah, Postal.
Yeah, he did get
Auschwitz.
Meatloaf in Blood Rain. Auschwitz, yeah.
House of the Dead. I think was one
Oh
of his
my
first
God, House of the
earlier
Dead,
ones.
which actually used video game footage in
Yes,
the
yeah.
actual movie.
In the and there's no
really?
house in the movie. There's no house in the movie.
It's
They're
not
in a
house,
beach.
It's just an island. It's an island
It's
of
an
the
i-
dead.
Yeah, they're like on an island, like
So it's
Coachella,
Dead
like,
Island?
Concert.
I guess. But
And
I also
basically-
kind of. Oh, go on.
Whenever characters would fight and shoot at zombies, that's when it would cut to the video game footage of characters
Just
of
like
you
a
shooting
clip.
at zombies.
Which it's a
No
first-person
way.
railgun shooter, so they just use. Yeah,
yeah, it's insane.
yeah
Sorry,
it's
Dala, go on.
terribly dumb.
I
No,
need
just-
to watch that. They literally just cut to the video game footage.
I want to give
I
Gym
don't-
Leader Nate a little more context in the sense that at this time,
Oh
Uwe
my
Boll
God.
found a loophole, I think, in the German film industry where if he's like, oh, if I make a bad movie, I get a tax return. So that's hence why he would get these properties and make. But then also,
didn't they make a movie about that too?
probably. I mean,
Probably.
honestly,
About
he's
making bad
producers.
movies on purpose. Yeah,
oh well, yeah, producers. Yeah,
So it's the
that's
producers.
not based on
He
him.
did
though.
that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
the producer and the director.
But also,
The
writer.
producers.
he for a while, I don't know if he still has this, but he had this like edict or whatever, where if you made a bad review of
Hell
like
yeah,
his
I was gonna say this.
yeah, if you have a bad review of his movies, he challenges you to a boxing match,
Yeah,
like
baby.
an actual boxing match
yeah.
to fight you. And if you win, I
No
think you
shit ever.
Oh my god, I would have jumped at that opportunity. Are
I
you
feel like he's
kidding me?
won them all too, because he's just.
I think
like
he's pretty actually
He's
ripped.
German, right? He's a
Yeah.
ripped,
Yeah,
like
he's
short
German.
stocky, fucking like.
He's
just
I think he's won like I don't know if he's still
shit
doing
brick
it either,
house.
but
Yeah, he's next
Oh
on my
my
list.
gosh.
He's right after Ringo Starr.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, I
But
shouldn't
no,
say that
everyone's
because
after
he
The
would
Rock.
actually challenge me to a fight.
Nope. Too late. All right, tune in next Thursday.
Saturday, I'm coming for you. I'm coming on your Gibbledang.
We're gonna come on each other. I mean, I'm gonna come on you first. I mean, no, you. But no, that's
apparently
just
he did challenge. He did challenge somebody to a boxing match, and then when he found out that the person was a black belt Muay Thai fighter,
Did
he
he
backed
turn
out.
Okay, so that's why he's won all his fights, because he probably picks the ones
He backs out if he finds out they know how to fight.
All right, Uwe Boll, it's me, Gibbledang. I just want to preface this by saying I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu and karate and kung fu, but I'm coming for you this Saturday night, all right? I'm bringing the ladder, I'm bringing the chair.
Mega Slam.
That makes me think of the Kung Fu Hustle meme where he's like, how about I'll fight that guy? And the guy gets up, it's like a brick wall.
Yeah.
And like, no, you're too
Oh, yeah.
small. Get out of here. I meant the other guy. But yeah, that's Uwe
No,
Boll
yeah.
in a nutshell. Such
Yeah,
a
that's
classic.
he's a classic,
classic.
really. And speaking of classics, we got Mortal Kombat. I know you've been ripping at the seams. I'm coming for you, GymleaderNate. I know you've been ripping at the seams. You've been wanting to talk about Mortal Kombat.
Get over here.
And we're here. Why don't you
Someone
get
can
over
talk
here?
about the fact that everybody hates on it too much. It's good.
What?
Especially 2. 2 is amazing. Just kidding.
I don't feel like people hate on it. I feel
The
like
fir-
it's like
the
First
first
one I
one.
feel like is pretty like it's like a cult classic. I feel the first one.
yeah, first one's universally
And-
loved. The
yeah, not the
second
new
one is
one.
dog shit. The new
The
I'm
one.
talking
second
about the-
one is awful. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I will
the
say-
first one,
Second one?
I have a great time watching that first one to this day.
As a kid, I watched the second one and I did like it because it had Cyrax in it. Like I like, it's like ooh Cyrax, and then it's that
True,
techno like
true.
and then they fucking kicking and shit, and then the dragon tattoo somehow comes off, and I'm like, they tattooed a fucking robot. That's sick. But that's like the only good part.
Yeah, number two went off the wall.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it got rid of what's his name? I'm Raiden, and this is my
Oh,
Raiden.
Adam
voice. What's
Lambert?
His name?
Lambert something.
Yeah.
Adam Lambert. Yes.
Adam
Steve
Lambert.
Lambert? Chris
Some
Lambert?
Chris.
Yeah,
maybe.
Lambert. No, I don't think it's Chris. I don't know if it's Chris.
Okay.
Derek Lambert. It's me,
Jonathan.
Stephen Lambert.
Christopher Lambert.
Christopher. Oh,
So
is
just
it
Chris,
Christopher
yeah.
Lambert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's what I was like when you said Chris. I was like, that sounds
He plays
close.
Raiden, and
Well, I
he's
guess
in
I don't-
Highlander.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's me, Chris
Yeah,
Lambert. I guess here
I am the
Chris
Highlander. Yeah,
But
probably
you
goes
know,
by
the
Christopher.
first Mortal Kombat is great. The second one is just oh god, they use
Pretty
stock footage and they use
yeah.
the same footage over and over.
Stock sounds.
Yeah, a
I
much
remember,
lower
yeah.
budget because I think that was like straight to DVD. I want to say I could be
Yes, it
wrong
was.
actually.
Or straight to VHS, I believe.
Oh yeah, true.
Maybe.
I'm not sure actually. I don't know, but the first
I
one
feel
was
like it
really
might have,
good.
but yeah. Yeah.
Funny
First
enough,
one's solid.
Directed by the same guy that directed Resident Evil and Monster Hunter. So that's
Oh
Interesting.
shit! I forgot about Monster Hunter.
yeah.
Tells you all you need to know there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But really good casting on all fronts. Yeah, that was a fun movie.
Yeah.
The new
Another
one-
one.
The new one was kind of a letdown because you got your fucking
Yeah.
generic NPC stand-in dude, fucking Craig Yeager, fucking Lance
Forgot
Dance,
about
or
him.
fucking.
My power
Shooter
is
killer.
I get like a metal armor or something. I think. If I remember correctly.
My power is I'm the Black Panther suit from the
Basically,
first
yeah.
movie. Like,
Yeah, that's right. 'cause
Stupid.
It's like yeah. I was gonna say, what do y'all think of the Tomb Raider movies?
I was gonna ask about that too. Yeah.
I haven't seen them.
I actually
haven't
like.
seen 'em in
I
a
only saw the
while.
first
Hmm.
one.
I
I
remember
actually
the
enjoyed
first
it.
two. Yeah. I remember them being fun, like little like James Bond-esque like rip-offs at the
yeah.
time.
I like
did
when they
feel like
froze
that.
time to like freeze the bullet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That,
I'm
that was
yeah.
super cool. I like that there was like a supernatural element.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing I love about the Uncharted games is the supernatural stuff that comes out towards the end. Haven't seen
Oh,
the movie
really?
of Uncharted, but
I didn't know
Oh, yeah.
that.
oh,
That's
spoilers, I guess. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's like
a
it's
14-year-old franchise.
True. The games are very much like if you want to play Indiana Jones, but like modern day, fucking great.
Nice.
Movie's probably not great. I heard it wasn't. Haven't seen it.
But I think there was a short that actually
Mhm.
cast Nathan Fillion, who is like a very
Oh,
popular
nice.
fan
Yeah.
cast for Nathan
Oh, he looks.
Drake.
Yeah, he looks straight like him.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
that
cool. A
would've
very
been
interesting
cool.
franchise.
I
Yeah.
have a
But
like
instead
I don't
we
know.
got
I secretly
Tom
feel
Holland.
like Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I secretly feel like they like leaned into people comparing Nathan Drake to Nathan Fillion, and when they made like the
totally.
Uncharted 4, I feel
They
like
just
they
made
literally
it
started designing him to
look
look
more
more
like
like
it.
Nathan Fillion.
Hell, that reminds me of another Naughty Dog property is Last of Us with Ellie looking like Ellen Page or before when
Elliot,
when they were Ellen. Yeah, before when they were Ellen Page, like that's what the model was basically. But I think they've switched it since too.
That one is a really good adaptation. If we're talking about good adaptations, that movie or show was very entertaining. I had a great time watching that.
The only reason I haven't seen it is because I'm like, I heard it's pretty much almost a straight 1-to-1, and I'm like, I've played Last of Us a bunch. I think I'm good. Like this, it's The Last of Us already plays like a movie in a sense. And one of these days, though, I'll miss it. Oh, it's such a good one.
Mm-hmm. I think it's on
Mm-hmm.
Steam now, actually. So
Yeah,
now's my chance.
Now's your one and only chance right now.
Now's my chance.
Oh,
Bye.
brother, play it. It's 2 minutes.
That's
in the
right, I'm
lead.
telling you, it's The Last of Us me. This Saturday night, right after I kick The Rock's ass, I'm playing The Last of Us and settling down.
Hey, mister. I'm calling you out to the ring.
Yeah, come here.
Oh,
Sorry.
my.
That's my
Who's
wrestler
that?
voice.
You
That's my
come
wrestler
out.
voice.
Who is Jim?
Ooh.
Who
I'm
is
going to
that?
give you a real spanking.
You
Oh
get
my
up, you're
God,
like the
it's my
biggest
arch
brick
enemy.
wall of a fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, it's me, Bricketh.
You better be polite, sir.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
me, Mr.
I'm
Knife
gonna-
Guy.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Yeah. Another one I want to just kind of point out that
A lesson in pain.
that I surprisingly liked that was like nothing like the game was Twisted Metal, the show. Like,
That's
was
right.
It's a pretty fun show, but it was like barely anything like
The game.
The
yeah.
game. I will say a big
Great
part of it
game.
is. Oh yeah, great game. It's kind of tough to make it into a show, I will say. So
Exactly.
the way they did it, I'm like, you know what? That's fair. Like if I was tasked with make this into a movie or show, I'd be like, I'm gonna just do something different, like some kind of
Yeah,
similar.
it's like make Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Tell the story of Pac-Man.
Tetris.
And it's like
Make
you
a
look at the
Tetris
game
movie.
and it's like, what the fuck?
Well, speaking of Pac-Man and Tetris, we could talk about Pixels, which kind of adapted
No, we don't.
both of
No, we
those
don't need to
movies.
talk
You know,
about
we
Yeah,
got
we-
No, it
do we
didn't.
have
We
to? Can I use
got,
my
uh,
pass
do
for the
that.
year?
we got Josh
No, I'll use
Gad
my
who fucks Cubert. I think that's
Oh,
really
yeah.
good. I think that's really good
That's
for the
hot.
lore.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
we don't need
Can-
to.
Okay,
Pixels is not an adaptation of anything. It is.
if
Yes,
we
it
talk
is.
about that, can we talk about the Skibbity Toilet movie coming out by Michael Bay, just briefly?
I
There
know
you go.
nothing of Skibbity Toilet, so I can't contribute to this. I'm not a 10-year-old
I
fucking
can't,
on TikTok.
I just think it's wild that a meme, which I don't really know much about, anyways. But I'm like,
is actually going to
surprised.
become a.
A
It's
Michael
a no.
Bay
I mean,
movie.
it's a whole YouTube series.
fair.
It's not just a meme. It
It's
is
not-
a
yeah.
whole YouTube that is over. I think over 100 parts now. These are like 5 to 7 minute videos. Over 100 of those.
Well, yeah, of course.
telling
over
the
100
story of the
parts.
telling the
105
story
minute
of the tyrannical
Ooh,
takeover of the Skibbity toilets
Nice.
and the oppression of the camera heads.
Okay.
And yeah,
Yeah, nice. Can't wait for that. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel now for video game movies. We got talking about Skibbity.
it's gonna be a real Rizzler of a movie. Anyways,
Oh yeah.
So, we went to take a little break. At the time of recording, it was a little late in the night, and we decided to pick up recording the next day. And lo and behold, the Minecraft trailer came out.
the big daddy.
Yeah, I'm glad we paused because that's so funny that literally just talked about it.
Yeah, and it got a very divisive reaction from the internet. I don't know. Like, do we talk about the trailer? Do we talk about our thoughts? Like, I'm very excited for it. I think it looks very ugly, and I'm okay with that.
Oh,
I'm okay with
excited like Madam Web was exciting.
Well, it doesn't even look that bad, honestly. It just looks like
I mean, not
I
that
feel like
bad, but yeah.
people are overreacting, but I don't know. I think the hyper realism is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think the
the cast is
hyperrealism's fine. I think, I don't know, it just like, it's very much giving big, like, especially the lines that they show, that they have people say, like, displayed in the trailer, is like very foreboding in terms of the writing. Like, it's all very like, oh brother, get a load of this guy, he's right behind me, isn't he? Like, that's just was a big vibe I was getting from it, and I'm hoping that, yeah, I'm hoping that like it will be a little bit more creative.
Yeah, maybe there'll be like the second trailer will be like a better like more indicative of what it actually is like, and
Yeah.
better, I guess. I don't know, like,
Because truly,
yeah,
like, if when I saw the trailer, it's like it's such a small amount that we're seeing that it's like it's so hard to tell if this is actually indicative of the whole film. Like, and I did see this. I've been reading up on like kind of hardcore fans' reaction to, like, hardcore Minecrafters' reaction to the trailer. Minecraftors.
From Minecraftoria.
Miners.
Minecraftsmen.
Which also is accurate.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
a lot of them were saying that like what it's kind of missing is like so far the vibe we're missing from it is the genuine kind of like earnestness of Minecraft, and how like in the Minecraft world, like the sheep all having like eyes that look in different directions just to look as stupid as possible and stuff like that. It very much seems like somebody from the outside wanting to like make fun of Minecraft rather than a movie made for people who actually like Minecraft,
like actually fans.
Exactly.
So it's like this is not made by fans, but just like profit margins.
That's
and
what
people being like critiquing it.
Yeah, that's how a lot of people feel, because a lot of people are bringing up the fact that like most of their memories with
That's
Minecraft
fair.
are very like calm,
That's
serene, like moments where you're just like working in silence, you know, enjoying the peace of like this like very simple, very honest game.
You know, you saying that kind of nailed the hammer on the head with like, I'm like, you know what? I think that's what I don't like about most video game movies, because they're usually never made by an actual fan.
Yeah, they're
Like,
usually not.
The Mario Bros. Movie was like, this person was like, I'm just gonna make Blade Runner. What the fuck is this bullshit? But I guess I'll throw it. Like, wow, I didn't even think about it like that. It's like, yeah, that's kind of like the thing that's annoying about it. But yeah, I think Minecraft, I don't know, like it doesn't. I don't really play the game, to be fair, but it doesn't invoke like adventure and creativity and like imagine like anything's possible. At least not this trailer. I guess anything's possible with Jack Black being in it. Like I didn't expect him to be who he was.
See, it's funny because even when I played Minecraft, I never really thought of it as like a wow, anything is possible. Like sure you can build stuff, but I always thought of it more as like a survival PvP that you could fuck with your friends with, you know? And
True.
so I don't know, it's very interesting. I don't get any of the, I mean, I get the complaints from the first trailer, but it's like also the first trailer. I feel like so many people bug out on the first trailer when it's like very little has been shown.
Yeah,
But,
overall,
There's a lot
it's
of
like
fans.
my mood is just hesitant at this point. It's like, but I can still see how it can still turn out well, and especially because of the writers, it's like I can see the glimmer of hope in the direction they can go in, and still, and like if they keep the same tone as other movies they've done. But I'm just wondering if they're even allowed to do that same tone, or if or if this is something very different because it's a very different movie
Brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a brand that they're making a movie about, not just like their own.
Yeah, so I'm imagining big
characters.
studio restrictions and.
I mean, Jason Momoa was in it. I did not even expect that. When I saw him, I was like, "What the fuck is he doing here?" Like,
yeah, was that
just-
announced? I never saw that.
Yeah.
when I saw him, I was like, "Is that Jack?" I was like, because I know we were talking about Jack Black being in it. I was like, "Is that Jack Black?" Like, wait, is he wearing like a muscle suit? And I was like, "Oh no, he's okay." It's just so bizarre. To
That
me.
would have been really funny.
You thought when you saw Jason Momoa, you thought
Uh-huh.
was that Jack Black in a
Like,
muscle suit?
CGI
Like
in a
big
muscle
beard
suit.
and everything. Yeah, because the first scene of Jason Momoa is like a quick like shot or something, and I was like, oh, I know Jack Black's in here. And we were talking about how maybe he got Jumanji'd in,
Right.
and so I was like, I saw the kids and I saw like him like a glance of him in the back, Momoa in the background. I was like, wait, whoa, was that like Jack Black? But then by the second or third time they show him, I was like, no, that's Jason Momoa. I was like, what the fuck? He's in this movie too? Like,
I would.
that's like where my thought. Yeah.
I will say also with like the realism, the hyper realism, I think I'm fine with that. I think it's more just like
Yeah.
I kind of wish that when people stepped into the Minecraft world, they got turned
they became-
cubic too. Like,
Yeah.
I just think that would be
Yeah.
that would be neat.
I don't.
And so just
Yeah,
them being
I
just
agree.
kind of people existing there is
Weird.
is interesting. So it's like I'm gonna have to see how they do it because like it's so jarring that I need to see the execution.
Yeah.
The
Do you think
crafting,
they'll be?
the crafting is exactly like the video game, which is very interesting.
Yep.
You put it on the board and then you, I don't know, you whack it, I guess.
Yeah, it just makes. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm just hoping for one moment where someone goes to eat something and it does that.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to. I mean, there's nothing real. I mean, like. Yeah. I agree with what you were saying, but the whole I'm saying kind of. I think is like someone that doesn't really. That's like indifferent to Minecraft. Seeing the trailer doesn't make me like, oh, I gotta go see that. You know.
Yeah.
It's like I can wait for that to be on streaming or
It's also
if I
weird
wanted to.
because there's literally like a generational gap when it comes to Minecraft fans, because you have the people who were there when it first launched and like are very used to just
Yeah.
like a lot of single player like long projects of just building really huge crazy things, and that's what Minecraft was. Whereas kids
Yeah.
now who start playing Minecraft, they like play all these crazy multiplayer modes. There's like
Yeah.
bed wars. There's like
I had
Yeah.
none
all
of this
this
shit.
stuff.
It's so
I
weird.
wonder like which. I wonder which demographic they'll kind of if they can try to aim for both or if they're gonna aim for one over the other.
Probably,
Yeah, curious.
probably both. Or yeah, because I saw that there was
Maybe
like
there'll be, like,
pig
hints.
people in the trailer, and that was
Mm.
not a thing when I was playing like 10 years ago. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Very
like the
interesting.
the divide between like OG Minecrafters and the generation of Minecraft YouTube.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and I can't wait till we see that YouTuber that we don't know, but we see an Easter egg video.
There's
Like,
gonna
did
be-
you know that this YouTuber was in this?
I
Oh
know
my
there's
God,
gonna
there
be like
should be.
3 or 4 of them. I bet you they're gonna have so many like Minecraft streamers in this movie that I'm gonna like never gonna know until I get home.
oh Dream.
Yeah,
better be in
Minecraft
there.
Joe. Minecraft Joe, what are you
Dream.
doing here?
Oh my god! I bet you they make a
They-
joke
they
about the Dream
beat her.
face reveal.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he'll have like a brick head or something, and then
Oh my god!
you're like, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's just right.
It's
you,
Dream.
or something.
Our savior.
Or he'll take off the mask. Yeah, our
They're
Lord
like-
and Savior.
They're like looking for the chosen one, and it's Dream.
Mhm.
They should put Mr. Beast in the movie. I don't know if he ever played Minecraft, but that would be cool.
But that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, but that'd be pretty epic, honestly.
Honestly, it'd be
Yeah,
pretty on the
epic
nose
bacon.
too. It'd be not surprising even.
I mean, he needs to pay for his court bills somehow.
Ooh.
Allegedly.
Shots.
Allegedly, I mean, I'm sure he has plenty of
Also,
money to do so.
Yeah, I don't think he.
He like burns money for his videos.
We have 100 lawyers here. We'll see which one can get me out of this, and they can win $1 million. It's just
God
like,
damn
we have
it.
lawyers. Each one's a different age. We have like a 2-year-old lawyer up to like a 15-year-old lawyer.
I've hired 10 secret agents. See which one can successfully bribe my judge.
So I've committed 60 felonies, and I've hired 100 lawyers, and promised $10 million to whichever one could get me off scot-free.
That's so God. It's just like
Good.
it's just like local news. Mr. Beast YouTuber kills 14 people. He's got dead.
Oh,
He's got
shit.
dead shark eyes. I don't trust him.
He does.
When
Joey?
he
Yeah.
smiles, his eyes don't move.
Jeffy?
Oh, shit. I
Joey?
don't,
I don't.
Jimmy.
Jimmy is
Brian.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's just
Brian.
all of his pictures. It's just like unsettling, where he's just like staring at the camera, half lidded, but like big, huge smile, toothy smile.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
be gone, Satan.
Honestly, whenever I see pictures of him or videos or clips or whatever, it's like he looks like a robot. Like he looks like an android from the Alien franchise.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't move and articulate as much.
truly.
Always drinking milk. No, I'm just
He's
kidding.
drinking milk.
His big thing.
He's gonna
I saw
betray
an
everybody.
I saw an advertisement for one of his like collectible toys or whatever, and he just
Oh, God.
half-asses his way through it and just is like very dismissive of his own product. It's like, oh my god, this
Oh,
guy's
is
Yeah.
That's awesome.
this guy's
Sounds
a
Even he
That's
knows
right.
it sucks. But hey, this isn't the fucking.
But we'll see. We'll see how he does in the
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, we'll see
the
how he does
Minecraft
in the
movie.
Minecraft movie. Maybe that'll
Yeah,
change all of our
honestly.
minds when he makes his cameo in the Minecraft movie.
Where are we?
all of our minds.
All of our
Ooh, I want the-
minds. True.
I want like a kid that
Change
goes
my
up and like
diamond.
starts saying like, how many Queepas, how much wham does it take to make the Queepas?
Oh yeah, how much
The
dedicated
Minecraft.
wham?
How much
Dedicated
dedicated
wham.
wham is made for Queepos to explode?
So I want that kid in there or some line of that. That's what I want. Yeah, what do you guys want in the Minecraft movie?
Oh,
Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
number one for
Number
sure.
one, Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Number two, dedicated Ram.
Yep. I definitely want someone to like get frustrated and die and drop all of the good shit they had.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Because like nowadays,
Like it falls out.
these kids don't know about not having the option to not drop your stuff. When I pay euros to download this game back in 2010,
Yeah.
2009.
Okay, the thing I do want actually. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The one thing I just thought of I really do want is I want them to run into like, let's say like Steve Buscemi or something like or
The
if he's
first
voicing
Steve.
someone or whatever. Yeah. So he's like they run into him and he's like kind of like weird and creepy and then they look behind him and he has like one of those fucking like lava pits with like pigs always like spawning in and squirting or like the weird creepy shit and they're like let's go, maybe we won't ask you, maybe we'll get help.
It's like a giant Rube Goldberg redstone
Like-
machine made for like
Yeah.
spawning
Nice.
chickens and like slaughtering them or something.
Yeah.
Like,
And they like go to him for help initially, but they're like, "Oh, this guy's fucking weird. Let's just get the fuck out of here." Like,
he's
let's
he's
not
been
that guy.
stuck. He's a real person who's been stuck in the Minecraft world for too
Oh, God.
long. It's kind of like his
Yeah.
character in Spy Kids
And
2.
crazy. Yeah. Actually, it's the same character. We'll just
Same
bring that
character.
character over.
We need it's the line too. Do you think God lives in heaven because he too fears what he has created?
What he's created. Shit. Yeah, that's what I want. I want Spy Kids 2 Steve Buscemi
Yeah.
teleported in.
That's what. Actually, I think I just want Spy Kids 2 again. Is that, can I,
Hey, can I get that, please?
what kind of Minecraft movie do I want? Spy Kids 2. Yep.
Perfect.
Oh well.
Ugh.
Speaking of Spy Kids too, do you guys want to get into some plugs?
You can like spy it out or something. Sneak it out.
I'm sure there's something in there that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, if you need to find me, I'm GymleaderNate on everything. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squisms.
Ew.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
Surprise!
Those
Twist
squisms.
ending.
If you need to find me at I'm Gibbledang on everything. Easy peasy. That's
Not
it.
so easy.
Not so-
God,
yeah, it's
not
not
so
so easy,
easy
is
peasy. Easy.
Well, I guess I'll go last. I'm Dala, and you can find me on Instagram at Dala.art. And make sure you're following us at No Dumb Idea on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere, or Apple Podcasts, actually. Sorry.
Send us your
Anywhere else
ideas
you
to our
kids.
email.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What do you want to see in the Minecraft movie, and what games do you think would be a good movie adaptation?
Which Spy Kids movie do you want the Minecraft movie to be?
Or Shark Girl and Lava Girl too.
Counts.
Shark.
Counts. Yes. Honorary Spy Kids.
I said that
movie.
correctly. Yep, I said it correctly the first time. Easy peasy, peachy wheezies.
All right, why don't we go ahead and give a shout out to
Oh, yeah.
oh shit, who was it?
Minecraft Steve!
Minecraft Steve.
Yeah, thank you, Jen.
Mr.
Black.
Beast!
Yeah, Steve
all right.
Buscemi.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael Fassbender in Assassin's Creed. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Assassin's Creed
We got,
movie.
thank you, shout out to Blonick and Ronick.
Yeah.
Yeah. My original character.
The original character.
Blonick.
And Yolonic.
Yannick?
Yannick. Ooh, I like that one.
Special shout out to whoever played Sub-Zero in the original Mortal Kombat movie. You did a great job. Now say.
Dennis Hopper. Woo!
Dennis
Hopper.
Dennis Hopper. Baby.
Shout out to Italian Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 2.
There you go.
Nice. Woo!
Bibbidi boppity freezy linguini.
Thank you for listening to No Dumb Idea.